Alright, welcome to my first video. In this video I'm going to be playing Japanese and I'll have two teammates, one English and one French pretty much. And the opponents are Macedonian, Golden Order and French as well. So what I've been doing lately is just playing Japanese. So in order to level up, in order to build my skills faster, I'm going to focus on Japanese for at least 4 weeks. And I'm now in week 2 and I've been trying fast castle builds. I also want to experiment with building an extra town center or feudal rushes, but I haven't done that yet. What I'm doing is fast castle into mounted samurai. So my build order is 2 on gold. I do get this upgrade, Tawara. I should get it any moment now. And the rest on food, all the way till feudal. And for feudal I will get the Kura storehouse because of the farms and the wood it generates later on. With that you can have a nice little base that is safe and you don't have to venture out too far. Now, because I've already played this game, of course I know where everything is. There's actually a very safe deer pack right behind my base. If I would have scouted it, I could have gone here and leveled up a bit faster. But I didn't. I ran the wrong direction. I ran a half circle here. In general, I think I should run to the enemy base. It will get me a lot of sheep. And I can see where they go for a fast barracks. That's very important to know. In team games it's a bit less important because the maps are bigger, so you have more time and you also have some allies to count on. So for now I'm just trying to get as many sheep as I can. Not very successful. I think other players have a bit more sheep than me. Yeah, there we go. But that's okay. You can't win every game sheep wise. Oh, he has a lot of sheep. So these are the first villages I sent to wood, because I should have about 10 on food. I think that's enough on food to level up in a timely manner. And then you do need some wood in order to be able to build some production buildings and some extra houses. I always try to keep some on wood, even if I'm doing fast castle. I don't go 0 to wood, because I want to be able to build a barracks or a tower if I want to defend myself. Especially in this game, because we have a French opponent, the orange one right there. So that's how my tactic can change based on what happens. That's my first decision point. Does he go for fast barracks? And then second decision point is, will he come with fast knights? And both require scouting, which I'm not really doing. So that's a lesson for next time. I'm just running around the base collecting sheep. I should have ran to the actual enemy bases. We have 2 scouted right now and there's 1 hidden, but I'm sure I'll find him eventually. But it's better that I would have scouted him already. False Emperor already reached feudal. Other people are reaching feudal. I am only on, let's say 25%, and I'm using 3 villages. I don't actually mind so much not reaching feudal as fast as they do, because I'll have more resources. And reaching feudal without having any resources spent doesn't help. The only reason feudal is better than the Dark Ages is because you can get the upgrades and build the buildings. So you do need the resources. So I prefer building it just a bit slower. And of course building my tower, because we're playing against French. So I did this pretty much without scouting. I think in the future I'll postpone this tower, so I can save a bit more. In this case I'm using even using 3 villagers. I should have used 1 villager, and then the other 2 could keep collecting gold. Even though I'm not going to run out of gold this game, it's probably good for the future. So this is the final enemy. We found him here. So in this team game, the French enemy is actually the furthest away from me. He's diagonally across the map. So that makes him a bit less of a threat. I would assume he would first go to the purple ally. I mean, he would of course run to the other players if the purple ally defends himself properly. But it is an advantage to be further away from him. That's my biggest worry, the French player in the feudal age. So now all of us are reaching feudal. Pink is a bit behind. I don't know the reason, but that's okay. So I chose to cure a storehouse for the free farms, of course. And whenever a farm pops up, I'll put a villager on it. I'll keep about 5 villagers on wood. Right now I have 6 because I often rally on wood and then send my villagers from wood to a different place. And here I'm building the barracks. So I have both a tower and a barracks. It might be a bit too much of an investment because I haven't seen any knights yet. And if I would look here, I can see that our French player, or pretty much French player, is already harassing him and he doesn't actually have any knights. So if I would have looked across the map, I could have skipped this probably. Either the tower or the barracks. Not both, that would be a bit too scary, but definitely one of the two. And this is a landmark for a very economical opening, so I don't think there's going to be a fast aggression. So in the meanwhile, still just building houses. Now increasing the amount of people on gold, increasing the amount of food I'm gathering. I'm 13 on food, 7 on gold. I'm getting some economical upgrades, but not too many. I'm postponing that all to Castle Age. I can already see my ally run across the map with his knights and Sean Dark. And this is normal. This is not surprising. The question is this going to be a feudal all-in for my ally, or is this just going to be harassment? And with 2 knights and a scout, it looks like harassment. There's not a knight, okay, 3 knights. So that I'm not responding to this at this point in time, that's okay. Because there wasn't a lot of chat going on in this game, by the way. He didn't tell me to start producing units. They just played without too much communication. However, at this point, I also see my ally with archers. Well, I should have seen my ally with archers. At this point, I have a decision to make. Do I want to join them in their push, or do I want to age up first? And you can see my age up just appeared, and I choose to age up, mainly because I just didn't see this. I wasn't paying attention. I was just building my base, getting my deer. So the problem is that I'm not going to be helping too much. So it's going to be a 2-player push, and I will join later. This has pros and cons. Of course, the con is that the push itself is a lot worse than if I would have joined. I think something I could have done is maybe horseman, maybe archer. But it would have been better than me not being there at all. But the pros are, of course, that I'll be teching up and I'll come in later with stronger units. And I'm more like an insurance policy. If this push doesn't work, at least they have 1 player that went full eco, full fast castle, and should be ahead compared to the people who are actually fighting in feudal. Because all this food and wood and gold spent in feudal means you're not going to be in Castle Age. So Pink is actually in Castle Age right now. I should be following soon. I think I'll pull some more villages to be there faster. And I also started building my stable, 2 stables and an archery range. So this is actually going very well because he's not getting his gold at all. He probably... Oh, he is getting his gold, but my ally knows about it, so that will stop soon. He's doing a good job at killing villagers. So I have an archery range and 2 stables, and my original plan was to build Mountain Samurai, and I saw this push, and I thought, okay, I'll build my Mountain Samurai. I'll build some archers as well. However, now that I look at it, we have a specialized archer builder, the English player, and we have a specialized knight builder, the French player. So, me coming in with like half archers, half samurai, mounted samurai, it doesn't really give me a specific role. I mean, I could be extra meat shield. I could do a little bit of what he's doing. I can do a little bit of what he's doing, and in hindsight, I should have probably chosen to go for Ona Musha, because then I would have been the anti-armor specialist, because that's what they don't have. They have a nice meat shield with high damage, they have the longbowman, but they don't have anti-armor specialists. And I don't think adding spearmen for me or adding samurai is a good idea. It's quite a long travel time, and the Onamusha, they're on horseback, so that would have been great. I didn't do that. Instead, I just went for my samurai and archer composition. That's my first samurais. So my first samurais are running across the map at 11.5 minutes. I think I should be able to improve that timing. I went a bit too defensive with the barracks and the tower as well, because in the end, nothing happened. Nobody came to harass me because of our own aggression. Because this is going on, they're not harassing me. I'm also doing a terrible job at keeping this guy alive. He's this bannerman. He's about to die. Almost, just one more hit. Oh, two more hits. Well, he's gonna die soon. I played this game, so I know it's gonna happen. Yeah, and here's the Gilded Knights. So I see both Gilded Knights and Royal Knights. So being an anti-armor specialist, anti-heavy specialist, that would have been a good role for me to pick up. That's gonna be for my next game to implement. Adjusting my composition based on what my teammates are doing, because I really didn't. So I first missed that they were about to push, then I missed that I could have helped their army composition better than what I actually did. While still defending with 3 units at home as well. Meanwhile, I'm putting my Yoshiro in buildings. I tried to put it in gold and in the town hall. The town hall is great, of course, because more villagers is better, and getting more gold is really what I want. I don't foresee any wood problems. It's close to the base. I don't foresee any food problems, because wood can turn into food by building farms. So the only real issue is usually gold, because there is a gold right here and there's another gold right here, but if we do have an aggressive player, then they try to take map control, and then expanding to gold is more difficult. Then I would have to build walls, I would have to build extra towers so my villagers can hide if we get attacked. So going for gold is what I do right now. I might change that in the future, but I think that's the best choice for now. So yeah, in the meanwhile, this is the battle that's going on. I end up being the tank, so I do have a good role. I'm taking these knights, while my ally is also killing villagers over there. So this is going to be a big fight that I'm involved in. I'll be attacking these guys. Here's some heavy melee infantry as well. Again, my composition could have been different. And I'm also chasing villagers with just 2 of them. You can see I queued up a few of the villagers. I noticed they killed them in 3 hits. With 2 mounted samurai, that's really not ideal. Next time I'll send 3, because then they'll kill them with 1 hit, and then cleaning up all these villagers would have been a lot faster. So yeah, I lose most of my samurai by just standing there, while my teammates are trying to do the damage. But I do end up producing quite a lot of samurai, mounted samurai. And of course, Orange is already badly damaged. He already lost a lot of villagers. So yes, these 2 are still alive. This is great. The pink player isn't noticing it, or already mentally gave up. He sent one after, but even with just 1, I managed to kill multiple villagers anyway. He doesn't pull his villagers. He should have pulled his villagers, if he still believed he could have done something in this game. So he is building up quite a nice army. I was a bit too careless with my samurai. I just let him die tanking. I probably could have spent more time running around in order to get some damage in without actually just face tanking all the damage. And this is the start of the end. First players are leaving. So in the end, I reached platinum by not actually doing too much. If you actually count, I didn't send in too many samurai, of course. Maybe they do leave the game because they know more is coming, but the actual work was done by purple and teal right there. It's just a few minutes more, just killing the final enemies. Here I have a little fight as well. I tried to run away from the spears, go after the archers. And of course the dedicated longbowmen, they're a lot better. Put them away, so that's good. I shouldn't fight these guys too much. This is exactly why the composition is the way it is. And that's it. That's how I got to platinum. So I have some things to improve, mostly regarding looking at what my allies are doing. And my scouting could have been better, of course, and my build order was a bit too conservative in this case. But yeah, Platinum League, and I'm gonna try to continue getting better by analyzing my own games. Thank you for listening.